Welcome to our 30-day journey of practicing gratitude. 30 days of practicing gratitude so that we can shift our perspective. If we've been thinking negative about things, if we've been seeing things from a lower space, we want to shift that energy to showing gratitude so that we're able to magnetize the things that are compatible with that gratitude into our lives so that we can call in more of what we want by showing gratitude. Today's affirmation is, I am grateful for my experiences and what shaped me. I am grateful for my experiences and what shaped me. What if, and just consider, I'm not saying it's true, but what if? What if you agreed? What if on some level you agreed upon your experiences before they actually happened? Just take a minute to think about that. What if it was something, what if all of your experiences came because you agreed to it on some level? Would you begin to look at things differently if you realized or if you knew that you agreed on these things, whether they're good or bad, just for the experience of it? Just take a minute to think about that. Would you be grateful for your experiences then and how they shaped you if you, on some level, at some time, point, etc., agreed upon these experiences? I just want you to ponder on that. So that's the affirmation for today. I am grateful for what shaped me in my experiences. All these experiences that we have are shaping us and they are leading us somewhere. Instead of being angry about it, ask yourself why. Why did I have this experience? What was it for? What is it trying to show me about myself? What am I learning? And I believe when we look at things from that perspective, then we begin to grow. But the more we resist things, the more they persist. So we go to a state of resistance because we don't want to have these experiences. Then we cause ourselves to suffer more because we're pushing back against something instead of becoming one with the experience and trying to understand what it is and why it's shaping your life. Like, what is this happening for? What am I supposed to learn about myself in this experience? So that's our affirmation. I am grateful for what shaped me. I am grateful for my experiences and what shaped me. The somatic practice is place your hand on your heart during reflection. So take time to reflect on your experiences and show gratitude by placing your hand on your heart as you think about those experiences. Just sit there and ponder. Some emotions may come up because they need to. When they rise up, that's because they're trying to be released. And our bodies hold on to these things. And when they want to come up, we need to let them go. Because when we recognize these patterns, then they disappear. So you have to allow it to come up instead of resisting it and pressing it back down. Just allow it to come up during your reflection and ask yourself why, and be grateful for the experiences that you have and understand that they are all a part of your development, part of your journey. And perhaps you may have chose that journey. So now do you think about it differently if you know that? The journal prompt is, the visualization is, see past pain turning into wisdom. So visualize your pain turning into purpose and wisdom, and visualize yourself seeing it working for you, like it all happened for you. It didn't happen to you, it happened for you. So visualize your pain turning into wisdom. What does that look like? What does it look like? That is a big transformation. A lot of times we don't allow our pain to turn into wisdom. We keep rethinking the negativity over and over and seeing it from a perspective of hurt versus seeing it as a learning experience that's shaping our lives and developing us, and maybe developing us further into the purpose that we came here for. So it's how you look at it. It's your perspective, your relationship with your pain that gets you through. If you see in it from a perspective of, oh, woe is me, then it's going to be more woe is me. Remember, what you put out is what you get back. But when you see it as, I'm grateful for my experiences and what they have taught me and what they're teaching me, then you will get answers quicker that way, because it's like you're working along with the experience versus you resisting it. And when you become one with it, you get a greater understanding of what that experience is supposed to be about, because you took the time to merge and become one with it instead of resisting it. So that's our visualization. See past pain turning into wisdom. The journal prompt is, what did I, and another thing is, a lot of times we can't get past that pain because we take it personal. We take things personal that other is their story and is your story. None of us have the same stories. We don't know what other people's stories are, and they don't know what ours are. We only can try to guess at what their story is or what their journey is, but we will never truly know that. Only thing we can do is work on our personal journeys. So when we don't take things personal and we see it as this is their story that they're living out, then we're able to move past things because we decided not to take it personally. Everybody doesn't have the same amount of growth that you have. And so therefore you can't expect someone to see things exactly from the angle that you see it, which means that you don't take it personal at that point. And now you're able to see it from a perspective of turning your pain into wisdom, because you understand that its work is happening for you, not to you. And you look at it from a different perspective of gratitude at that point. And that gratitude ushers you into a new level. It evolves you into a new level of yourself, a new version of yourself. When you see it that way and you allow that pain to move you through life as an experience that's actually teaching you. So that's the journal, the visualization. The journal prompt is, and it is difficult to move past things. No, I'm not saying that, because this is all a learning experience for us. It's all a learning experience for us. But we have to reflect on these hard moments and what they're teaching us. A lot of us don't reflect on it. We don't want to feel that pain. We don't want to feel the pain or relive it. So we resist it. And when you resist it, you continue to relive it over and over and over again. Because like I said, what you resist persists. So even though you think you're tricking yourself not to think about it, your body knows everything. Your physical body knows the experiences that you've endured. Your body is holding on to the memory from those experiences. So it's like you're choking it back down, pressing it back down into your body, and your body remembers it. Your nervous system remembers it. So you're reliving it and you're creating patterns, because now, based off of that, when you interact with another situation that may feel similar to your body, you relive the situation over again. So we want to reflect on these situations and see them from a perspective of learning from them, not identifying with them to the point where we think we are that situation. But we can step back and see ourselves go through the situation. We can step back and see the situation without taking it personally. Step back and watch yourself sometimes. Sometimes we need to lean back out of things instead of leaning into it so much and holding on so much and taking it personally. Because as long as we identify with those things, not realizing this is an experience, then we actually keep reliving this and creating these patterns over and over and over again. But when we step back, we can observe it and we can let it go. We can release it and we can let it go and move on. So that is the journal prompt. What did a harsh moment teach me? What did it teach you? What harsh moment did you have, and what did it teach you? I know I had a lot of them. I had a lot of self-reflection, a lot of times where I had to reflect on things that happened and ask myself, what is this trying to show me? What is it trying to show me? And then when you ask, the answers have no choice but to come. You just have to allow them to come. No pressure. We just allow the answer to come when it wants to come. The practice is release resentment even slightly. Release resentment even slightly. What does resentment feel like? It can feel like you clenching on. You could be having the thought, reflecting on the thought, and then thinking about someone in that thought, or even towards yourself, a level of resentment. And your body starts to clench, your body starts to tighten, or you may feel some sensation in your body. So for you to release that, if you can't do it in your mind, pay attention to how your body is feeling while you're doing that, while you're having that moment of resentment, or visualizing or seeing that resentment in that story. Notice how your body is feeling, and then allow your body to relax. It may mean moving around a little bit, shaking, whatever that means, just letting go, letting it go. So the practice is release resentment even slightly. Some of us have been so uptight for so long that we don't even know our bodies are doing that. That's why it's good to do body scans and then let yourself relax little parts of your body as you breathe, so that you can tell the difference between being tight and being loose. But if you don't know what loose feels like, then that's a normalcy to be tight. So notice how your body feels when you reflect on those situations, and then let your nervous system reset by breathing and let yourself release these things so that you can get into a state of normalcy. Normalcy meaning less tension, at ease, comfort, just relaxed state. That's what I mean, a more relaxed state. The holistic tip is deep breathing before sleep. Deep breathing before sleep. And I said this in other videos. Deep breathing can change your life in so many ways. You become more focused. Your body is going to your cortisol levels will shift, and that affects your hormones and everything. Your abdominal muscles start to tighten. So then you start noticing, oh, okay, my stomach is looking a little better. Different things happen to you. You reset your nervous system. When you start to do this, you become more calm. You're not always, in a defensive mode. It just changes you just from the breath, just from deep breathing. So a practice for this, the holistic tip is deep breathing before sleep. If you want to learn more about deep breathing, look up things online that'll teach you more about deep breathing, so that you're actually to get the best, actually able to get all of the benefits or most of the benefits from it, if you want to use it to grow a little bit more. So that's our holistic tip for today. I hope everyone is well. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace and love. Mwah.